Greetings, parents, families, and community members. Thank you for joining us to celebrate NSS's 2025 graduating class. My name is Mike Hiberson, and I am the proud principal of NSS. It's my first year running a grad ceremony, and I will admit to just a touch of sheer terror at the prospect of hosting this event. Please bear with me as I try to follow the plan carefully crafted with the help of Jamie Singh, Andrea Coates, and Peter Guida's notes. I'd like to start off by acknowledging that we gather today on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Sinixt people. Many members of this year's class have strong connections with the land in their communities dotted along the Arrow Lake, spending their free time in the beautiful outdoor spaces, fishing, hiking, camping, biking, and canoeing. All right, so every year, the grad class selects a grade 11 student to hold the grad baby, and each grad will deposit a toonie to start off the fundraising for next year's grad. This year's grad class chose Rowan Vibe Coleman. Students will be called in by alphabetical order and will pause here for photos in the center. So parents, if you'll just slide up there when you want to get your shots. We're fortunate to have Constable Kyle Thompson from the NCUSP RCMP detachment leading our students in. Dakota Aiello. Son of Brandy and grandson of Bonnie and nephew to Tammy, Dakota spent his time at NSS eating snacks, building amazing art projects out of cardboard, and getting to know his teachers. You could often find Dakota in the lunchroom with his VR headset, playing one of his favorite games. When thinking of the future, Dakota wants to always be in your family and hopefully find a job in the realm of computers, technology, or possibly game development.
Braden Alstead, son of Jeremy and Candace, Braden has completed his first year of the welding program at Selkirk College and will be starting an apprenticeship with Scott Norseman. His favorite time in high school was hanging out with Mr. Guida and Andrea in the office. He would also like to give a shout out to his mom for helping him get through high school and his first year of college, and to Mr. B for being the best shop teacher. Braden hopes to follow in his grandpa's footsteps, working hard and living fully. When he's not welding, you're likely to find him reeling in the big ones. Fish on, Grandpa Jeep.
Emma Belinsky. Child of Tyler and Jessica, Emma Belinsky enjoyed all of high school. Her favorite classes were English 12 with Miss Wiseman and Pre-Cal with Mr. Boswell. You'd often find her having intermittent therapy sessions with Jessica in the bathroom or sleeping in the library. One of her favorite memories from high school was the bus ride every day from down the lake with Jessica, blasting music and stealing her sister's lunch. She wants to thank all of her teachers for supporting and teaching her, and especially Miss Wiseman for supporting her through her addiction and her sobriety. Her chosen quote is, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Eleanor Roosevelt.
Jess Boyne, daughter of Wes and Gloria. Jess's plans for after high school is to continue at Selkirk College to become a healthcare assistant. She will soon be starting her practicum at Minto House here in NCUSP. Jess would like to give a huge shout out to her family for being there and pushing her to go to college early. Jess would like to say thank you to her friends and family for being there when she needed them most. She wants to give one more big thank you to Mr. Boswell and Miss Wiseman for letting her hide from school and helping her with all her homework.
Rio Cox. Son of Zachary and Tawny, Rio is known for always having a friendly smile and saying hello to everyone. Rio's favorite parts of high school were going on camping trips in outdoor ed and being able to make a short film in Film Studies 9. Rio says that he always hated the bus ride to school, and over the years, you'd think he'd be used to it. Think again. He knows that he will miss school when he is older, but feels fortunate that all the good times and memories will always be with him. Rio's quote, "I have an idea. Grug, the Crudes.
Tally Cox, son of Zachary and Tawny, Tally will most remember messing around with his friends in classes like woods, cross country, and PE. He would like to give a shout out to his parents for the unimaginably important role they played in his life and in forging who he is today. He's forever grateful. Tally would also like to shout out Mr. Hempel for always making the cross-country trips a blast. His favorite quote, "There is still so much to discover, not in finding new lands, but in seeing with new eyes." Marcel Proust.
Sebastian Crow. Son of Karen and Lawrence, Sebastian spent his time this year in Youth Train and Trades program with Selkirk College. After high school, Sebastian plans to stay in the cusp to work, hoping to save enough money to move somewhere else. He would love to live somewhere where he would have a better opportunity of getting a high-paying job. Some of Sebastian's best memories in this building include being in Mr. Garrell's philosophy class, outdoor education with Mr. Boswell, and the creative games in Miss Medball's English class.
Rowan Freeman. Son of John and Lisbeth, Rowan was a quiet leader in our school. Next year, Rowan will be taking a gap year, then off to the University of Alberta, where he will be pursuing a Master's of Archaeology. Rowan fondly remembers making films with his friends in media arts, even if it resulted in the occasional bruise or dislocation. Rowan would like to shout out to his parents and sister for always supporting him, as well as Mr. Garrels and Miss Medbull for guiding him on his learning journey. He'd also like to thank all of his friends for always being there for him. His quote, "Sanity is for the weak, Warhammer."
Walter Friedenberger. Son of Donnie and big brother to Cash, Walter Friedenberger's best memories of school include playing basketball with his friends and going to tournaments. He plans to work and save his money. He would like to give a shout out to all his teachers for helping him throughout his high school years. Walter's quote, "Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm." Winston Churchill.
Brennan Grunhausen. Daughter of Michael and Sue, Brennan's post-secondary plan is to continue college and become a journeyman electrician. Some of her favorite memories from high school were roaming the halls with Jess, volleyball trips, hanging out with Miss Wiseman in her office so she and Jess didn't have to go back to class, and leaving for college early. She would like to give a shout out to Mr. Boswell for dealing with all her shenanigans when he was the substitute teacher. She would also like to shout out for her mom for always being there for her. Brennan's quote, "Don't ever try and be like anybody else, and don't be afraid to take risks." Waylon Jennings.
Brendan Haskell. Son of Angie and Ty, Brendan recently completed his Carpentry Foundations program at Selkirk College as part of the Youth Train and Trades program. Brendan could often be found hanging out in the office with Miss Singh. His future plans include starting an apprenticeship and working towards earning the required hours so he can further his schooling to become a Red Seal certified carpenter.
Connor Holohan. Son of Liska and Darren, Connor plans to continue working at Save-On to save up to go to Selkirk College to become a welder. Some of Connor's favorite memories from school would be canoeing Slocan Lake twice and foods class where he first became friends with Rio. Connor's shout out is to his mom, who has gotten him through good and bad times in his life. She's always made sure that his sister and him have a smile on their faces. And his quote, "I suppose it's like the ticking crocodile, isn't it? Time is chasing after us all." Peter Pan.
Lillian Holland. Daughter of Pamela and James, Lillian thinks that her high school years were quite memorable. She and her friends did a lot together. They filmed together in media arts, helped each other study for tests, and stole each other's lunches. Lillian enjoyed her time at NSS and says she will probably miss this place after graduation. Lillian would like to shout out her parents for supporting her all her life. Lillian's quote, "If you don't like someone, get to know them better. Abraham Lincoln."
Caden Hopp. Son of Curtis and Opal, Caden spent the second half of his year at Selkirk College in the Youth Train and Trades program. Caden thought that school was pretty nice. He had fun in physical education, using the climbing wall, and metal shop with his friends. Caleb would like to thank his parents for all their support. Caden's quote is, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." Henry David Thoreau.
Jaya Hughes. Daughter of Kim and Carl, Jaya has been accepted into McGill's Bachelor of Arts and Science program. Planning to major in psychology or neuroscience, Jaya then hopes to get her master's in psychology to pursue medicine or psychiatry. Her favorite part of school has been growing alongside her classmates and building new connections with everyone. She especially wants to shout out Mr. Garrels, Mr. Hibberson, Miss Singh, and Mrs. Coates for making the school feel like home. Miss Medbull and Mrs. Kennett for always having her back, and Mr. Hempel for believing in her more than she does. She also wants to thank her mom and dad for giving her the foundations to deal with life's challenges. Jaya's quote, "A wise girl knows her limits. A smart girl knows she has none." Marilyn Monroe.
Malachi Jetty. Son of Aaron and Brendan, Malachi has had a very successful time in high school. He says overall, his ordinary life at the school has been exciting in what we have learned, but I hope to look onward to university. Malachi plans on attending the University of Victoria in hopes of attaining a degree in psychology and acquiring a renewed energy for life. Malachi's quote, "Of course, real life and fiction are very different, but the way of thinking, the logical thought process, is useful practice for anything life throws at you." Shishi Yokomuzu.
Henry Levejo. Son of Sherry and Veli Yuhani, Henry plans to take a gap year so he can figure out what he's going to do with his life. During his gap year, he will most likely be doing paying work with his mother's strong encouragement. Henry will miss some aspects of high school, such as the long camping trip from the 11th grade. That experience was awesome, and he was able to get great photos of the trip. He would like to shout out a small list of people, to all the teachers who he has had the privilege of learning from, and to Rowan Freeman. Henry chose these people because he couldn't single out one or two teachers, as they are all great. As for his friend Rowan, he's helped him a lot since coming to this school. He could talk to him about almost anything.
Hannah Mackenzie. Daughter of Lori and Randy, Hannah's favorite memories from school include the Cirque du Soleil trip with Miss Still and Mr. Gaida, reading way too many books in English, and exploring the world through photography, art, and history. A shout out to Mr. Boswell for helping her get her core license and simplifying math, and to Miss Medbull, who was always there with a respectful ear and sound advice. For post-secondary, Hannah has applied to SAIT to pursue medical imaging in Calgary. She leaves us with this quote, "It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you change something from the way it was before you touched it into something that's like you after you take your hands away."
Nadine Mackenzie. Daughter of Lori and Randy, for the people who know Nadine, she likes serious discussions about philosophy, has a dark sense of humor, and loves literature and a good story. Nadine would like to personally thank Hannah, Layla, and Mr. Hempel for all of the extra help, and especially to her parents for all of the encouragement and support. It was all needed. She most enjoyed media arts, English, and social studies classes, and most hated math and chemistry and science, which she has complained bitterly about for many years. Thanks to everyone for putting up with it, and thanks for all the other people not mentioned who made high school life a little easier. After she graduates, she plans on attending Ambrose University in Calgary to take a program in behavioral science. She is hopeful that it will lead to a career in some kind of social work or as a psychologist. Nadine's quote, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its life believing that it is stupid." Einstein.
Emily McCardle. Child of Shannon, Emily's favorite memory from high school was the Cirque du Soleil trip to Penticton. Next year, Emily will be taking a gap year, and then she hopes to attend a School of Fine Arts to obtain her art degree. Emily would like to give a shout out to Stephanie for helping her get through school. She'd also like a shout out to Judy for being a great substitute teacher and pushing her to work harder to achieve her goals. Last but not least, she'd like to give a shout out to Corinne for being another great substitute and having an awesome sense of humor. Emily's quote, "We close our eyes and dream the world has turned around again." Onigo Bongo.
Quinn McCormick. Daughter of Lee Brodigam, Quinn's best memories of school include her growth. She learned a lot about herself as she went through challenges and achievements. She is attending Canadian Beauty School so that she can be a nail technician. She would like to give a shout out to her parents for helping her through every hard obstacle that gets thrown at her. Quinn's quote is, "When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen." Harley Davidson.
Jordan Massey. Son of Jesse Massey, Jordan will be attending TRU, where he hopes to play basketball, pursue a Bachelor of Science, and begin making a difference in the world. He thanks Miss Smedball, Mr. Hipperson, and his friends for being there for him. He also thanks his siblings and his dad for pushing him to set a good example for them and to be the best big brother he could be throughout the years. Jordan's quote is, "Every day is just another day to be grateful to be here." Jamari Meeks.
Judah Muir. Son of Carla and Doug, Judah is going to be taking a gap year to make money to travel. He wants to find his passion and purpose by exploring parts of the world outside of Canada. A big highlight for Judah was all the basketball trips throughout the years and being able to make core memories with friends while also playing his favorite sport. He thanks his friends, Devin, Eris, and Jordan, for always being there when he needed someone to talk to. Judah's quote, "Living in the past and learning from the past aren't the same. They affect your future a lot differently. NF."
Noah Prevost. Son of Dela and Milan, some of Noah's favorite memories of being in school include going to the driving range with Sarah in grade 8, going for a helicopter ride in grade 10, and a canoe trip and a fishing trip to Summit Lake. Noah loved going skiing and golfing throughout high school. His funniest memory was in grade 9 when he accidentally said an inappropriate joke on the announcements. He would like to give a huge shout out to Christy for helping him in the kitchen. A thank you to Ms. Coates, Mr. Gada, Ms. Singh, and Mr. Hibberson for letting him do the Friday announcements, and to all his family and friends that have supported him along the way. And a big shout out to Miss Medbull for teaching him the song Ironic. Noah's quote, "Look good, play good." Deion Sanders.
Eris Reski. Son of Candace, Eris is deciding to take a gap year and then will be pursuing his mechanical journey. His favorite school memories include going to provincials for cross-country running and hanging out with his friends on outdoor ed field trips. Eris shouts out Mr. Hempel for being a funny and relatable teacher. Eris' quote is, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." Albert Einstein.
Annie Shanawani. Daughter of Sharif and Carla, Annie, the real deal Shanoani, will be going to Thompson River University for a biology degree. She's thinking of becoming a teacher. She would like to give a shout out to Mary Beth von Worcestershire, aka Nadine, for dealing with her nonsense. Annie would also like to shout out to her parents for always being there for her. Annie's quote is, "Life won't sparkle unless you do." Esther Blay.
Oliver Trout. Son of Mark and Maria, Oliver's favorite memories during high school include working in the shop with Mr. Barasoff and all his close friends and doing 90% of it wrong. He would like to give a big shout out to his parents for helping him and supporting him through high school and his first year of college and much more to come. A quote Oliver likes is, "They say great things take time. That's why all my assignments were late."
Layla Tulak. Child of Megan, Layla's favorite memories from high school include the overnight Cirque du Soleil trip, art club with Amy, and eating several jars of pickles with her friends in textiles class. Next year, Layla will be attending Camosun College, doing university transfer courses. Layla would like to give a big shout out to Ms. DeLong, Ms. Spedbull, and Mr. Garrels for supporting them in all their endeavors. A quote Layla likes is, "In my head, the sky is blue, the grass is green, and cats are orange." Jim Davis.
Dylan Watson. Son of Crystal and Kurt, Dylan spent most of his time down in the shops in a variety of classes. His favorite memories from high school were hanging out with all his friends and getting up to stupid things like decorating the change rooms every Christmas. Shout out to Mr. Barasoff for having enough energy to put up with him for 4 classes a day. If you ever need help in the shops, he's your guy. His quote, "A grinder and paint makes the welder I ain't."
Devin Wright. Child of Andrew and Alicia, Devin's favorite school experiences were the school trips that he went on with his friends, Judah, Eris, and Jordan. Next year, Devin is going to be saving money and moving to Calgary to start his child's apprenticeship and train in MMA as a professional, at a professional gym. Devin would like to give a shout out to his parents for being amazing people and always being there for him. A quote Devin likes is, "A bad day fishing is better than the best day at work."
Ginger Zapital. Chaya of Kira and Carl, stepdaughter of JD. Ginger's favorite memories from high school are every sport trip from soccer and volleyball because they were both so fun in different ways, and there was always nonstop laughter. She will also never forget her grade 11 art class because there wasn't one boring day, since they would never stop laughing, talking, and making dumb little art projects to give to each other. Shout out to Mrs. Coates, because she was always there for me on my bad days and would welcome everyone with the warmest smile. Also to Mr. Boswell for providing the funnest outdoor ed class and helping her get all her licenses. A quote Ginger likes is, "And in this moment, I swear we are infinite. Perks of being a wallflower." All right. Welcome, grads of 2025. Next, I would ask that we all rise and join Holly Hughes as she leads us in O Canada.
Canada, our home and native land, true not true, not strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thanks, Holly. I'd like to call up, I'd now like to ask Tom Zelznick, Mayor of Nakusp, to address the students on behalf of the community.
I'm a little shorter. A little falling over, too. Okay, stay. So good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be here today, bringing heartfelt greetings and congratulations on the behalf of Village Council and as your mayor. To the graduating class of 2025, a celebration of your achievements, your dedication, and your growth. Today is filled with pride, not only for you, but for your families, your teachers, your community, and for those of us who once walked these same walls. I stand before you not just as your mayor, but as someone who graduated from this very same school. My wife and I were proud to see our children walk across this same stage. This school, this village, this community has helped shape generations, and now has helped shape you. Growing up in a rural community like Nakusp is a gift. You may not see it now, but one day you'll understand how deeply this place lives within you. It is in the way people wave as they pass by, in the way neighbors look out for each other, and in how we come together. In times of celebration and challenge, our rural roots give us something rare: resilience, connection, and a strong sense of purpose. Whether your next steps lead to university, the trades, travel, or straight into the workforce, know this: you carry with you the strength of this community. The values you've learned here, hard work, humility, resourcefulness, kindness, will serve you no matter where you go. Just look at where your past graduates have gone. Some have stayed, and some have returned home to build meaningful lives right here in Nakusp. They now run businesses, work in the trades, forestry, tourism, agriculture, healthcare, social work, education, and other fields. Many contribute as volunteers, community leaders, and role models, raising their families with the same values that shaped them. Others have ventured farther afield, pursuing careers, passions, and adventures across the province, the country, and the world. But no matter where they are, the roots they grew up, no matter where they are, the roots they grew here continue to guide them. To the parents, grandparents, caregivers, teachers, mentors, you've been the steady hands and open hearts behind these students. Today is a reflection of your love and support, as much of it is their accomplishments. So thank you all. And graduates, this is a perfect moment to ask your parents or grandparents for something you've always wanted. Trust me, from experience, this is your best shot. You might even hear a yes. In closing, remember, no matter where your journey leads, whether you choose to stay rooted in this beautiful place or set off to explore the world, You are always part of this community. You will always have a home here. You have the power to shape the future, to lead with integrity, and to make a meaningful difference. Congratulations on the class of 2025. Keep your dreams alive, and run, rise, thrive, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. That was great. I now invite Peter Dubinsky, Superintendent of Schools, to speak both for himself and then to deliver a message on behalf of the Board of Education.
Good afternoon, everybody, graduates. On behalf of the Board of Education, School District 10, and the entire school district, I want to welcome everyone today to celebrate our graduates from the Cuss Secondary as well as from the Arrow Lakes Distributed Learning School. Want to start off by expressing my sincere thanks to the grad committee, parents, students, volunteers, community members, for all of their tireless hard work to make this weekend so memorable and special. I know it is a lot of time, and the graduates definitely appreciate all of that hard work. On to our grads. Grade 12 year and graduation are a complex time for everyone involved. It's a year full of hard work, transitions, preparation, a bit of uncertainty, and hopefully a lot of fun. A lot of emotions surface over the course of the year leading up to today. And in a sense, you are tweening. What I mean by that is you are caught in between still being a youth and entering into young adulthood. Finishing up 13 years of public education and now looking into the future, tweening is not easy. Dependent, independent. Independent, dependent. It can change in the span of minutes, let alone days and months the entire year. Navigating tweening is a lot of work. I get you, I know, both Mr. Hibberson and I are still tweening between youth and young adulthood. Now, I've had the privilege of sitting in on many of the grads' capstone projects, and we even sat down and had lunch together last week. Having listened to you and heard about your journey to get here today, I can honestly say you have tweened very well. Better than Mr. Hibberson and I are, that's for sure. In your time in high school, you have navigated a number of challenges, some typical, others not so much. One of you even reminded me that you started your high school years in COVID. In addition to all the things that one has to endure in high school, that was a biggie, and nobody could have anticipated that, and you did extremely well. What is abundantly clear is that you've managed to get through all of it. You've developed a support network, friends, connections. You knew how to ask for help when needed, and allowed help even when you didn't want it. You persevered. You are, I would say, a most resilient bunch. One of the inquiry questions in our district strategic plan is, what are the best ways to support the school community to achieve greater wellness and resiliency? I think this grad class has done an amazing job of answering that question. I listened to you. You talked about your connection, your deep relationships with each other and with the staff in the school, the gift of being in small classes in a small school, your engagement in extracurricular activities, how you built your capacity in your passions and your interests. The support from your friends and family meant everything to you, and there was a little bit of focus on your learning as well. You also commented on your connection to the land, your deep love of the outdoors, and how much you appreciate being here in this place. I think that in order to do well, you have to be well. And having all of those supports has allowed you to do very, very well. And that will serve you as you move on from high school to the next chapter in your life. When I think of this group, I'm reminded of my favorite author, Margaret Wheatley, and she writes about the fact that the world is a challenging place to be at times. So how and why do we forge ahead and do good work? She quotes, "In the face of challenges, there are people, communities, and organizations that are learning, adapting, and creating effective responses that are making a true and positive contribution. Grads, you are those people. This is the community, and this is the organization. You have learned to persevere and be resilient. You persevere because you are committed to being the best you can be for yourself and for others. You have learned that all people desire to do good work in good relationships. You've learned to rely on your teachers, friends, and family, and most importantly, yourselves. You are aware that the trials and tribulations out there are not going to go away, but you are prepared to navigate them and keep them at bay. You're now able to better offer your skills and abilities to create islands of sanity, places of possibility, and a sanctuary where the challenges that exist don't go deep. You absorb, you navigate, and you persevere. Please take all the gifts that have been bestowed upon you by school staff, your family, your friends in this community, to take with you into the next chapter of your lives. You are resilient, you have knowledge, and you have skills, and you're going to do great things. On behalf of the entire school district, I congratulate you and wish you all the best in the future.
Well done, Peter. All right, it's my turn now. Greetings, family, friends, community members, and most importantly, graduates. It's my honor today to speak to you as the principal of Nakusp Secondary School. I've known most of you since you were in primary school as either your principal or your teacher. To have been able to watch you grow has been a great joy. Some of you spent plenty of time with me, working through challenges over the years. Looking at you now and seeing how you have developed into strong, confident adults, some very confident adults, is a great feeling. I'm so happy to be here to witness you finish one journey and prepare for the next. The BC Ministry of Education and Childcare sees grade 12 graduation as the fulfillment of our educational system's mandate to produce educated citizens. Young people who have developed the intellectual and social skills necessary to acquire and contribute to a healthy society and prosperous economy. Easy, right? As this grad class will tell you, secondary school is many things, but easy isn't one of them. Earning a graduation certificate and preparing yourself for the adult world is hard work in our constantly evolving society. This diverse group of young people sitting on this stage today have each found their own way through those challenges. Many of these students have already been at trade college for months. Some have studied independently through SD10's DL program while working jobs. Others have powered through hours of homework and dedicated themselves to preparing for postgraduate academic studies. They come from different communities, all up and down the lake. 10 of these grads come from the Southern Zone. Equally, they have diverse goals for the coming years. Some will continue on with college programs in hopes of becoming tradespeople. Some will pursue university studies, some far from home, and others will take a year to work and prepare for as yet unknown paths. Yet this group also have many similarities. I have rarely met a group that speaks so highly of their community. Many plan to either stay or return to their communities in the future. They have each found their own path, understanding that life is an individual experience. They are not conformist. Indeed, their independent spirit has made managing them at times difficult. But this independent spirit will hold them in good stead as they navigate their next steps. Graduates, you've completed this first step in becoming adults. It will not be the only challenge you need to overcome. Others, those you have set for yourself as you pursue your dreams, or those yet to be discovered that life may throw in your way will test you. Take this moment, look around you at all the people here to share in your achievement, and think about the obstacles you have overcome to get to this point. Remember this day as you continue to follow your own path and pursue it with resilience, persistence, and confidence that you have earned here. Graduates, I wish you all the joy of the journey, that you stay curious and keep learning, and that you find the things you want in life. Oh, and one more thing, don't forget to thank your families for all they've done to get you here. We will now call the grads down to receive their high school grad certificates and move their cap tassels from one side to the other to symbolize graduation. I invite Peter Dubinsky to assist in this process. Jamie?
Your children will be making a walk pass through as well, so there will be another photo opportunity. First row, please stand. Hannah McKenzie. Dakota Aiello. Jaya Hughes. Brennan Grunhausen. Sebastian Crow. Dylan Watson. Jess Boyne. Emma Belinsky. Malachi Jetty. Nadine McKenzie. Pausing for pictures. Thanks you, Nadine. Okay, first row, you may be seated. Second row, please stand. Walter Friedenberger. Eris Reski. Brendan Hascarl. Henry Lavejo. Emily McCardle. Layla Tulak. Rowan Freeman. Braden Alstead. Devin Wright. Connor Holohan. Second row, you may be seated. Third row, please stand. Judah Muir. Rio Cox. Caden Hop. Lillian Holland. Ginger Zapatal. Quinn McCormick. Noah Prevost. Annie Shanawani. Oliver Trout. Tally Cox. Jordan Massey. Third row, you may be seated.
All right. The next section is the presentation of scholarships. I will speak on behalf of the NCUSP Secondary School Scholarship Society, and then we'll hand out the recipients. On behalf of the NCUSP Secondary School Scholarship Society, congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. In 1985, 40 years ago, the NCUSP Secondary School Scholarship Society was incorporated under the Society Act. The Scholarship Society is governed by directors who are committed and dedicated to the success of the scholarship program. The current directors are Valerie Hill, Francis Walmsley, Jolene Minchin, Kathy Bone, Susan Patterson, Cameron Leach, Andrea Coates, and Tammy Haskell. The purpose of the Scholarship Society is to financially assist students in furthering post-secondary education. Each scholarship or bursary has a set of criteria for which the student's application will be assessed. For the 2025 graduating class, 21 students have applied for 89 scholarships or bursaries from 56 individual groups or organizations. The total value of the awards for this year is $93,235. This is a community that takes care of its own. The Scholarship Committee would like to thank all the individuals and organizations that have contributed to this year's scholarships. All right, our first recipient, Emma Belinsky, receiving Arrow Lakes Distributed Learning Achievement Award. Good job. Emily McCardle, receiving the Arrow Lakes Distributed Learning Achievement Award. and Quinn McCormick, receiving the Arrow Lakes Distributed Learning Achievement Award. Rio Cox, CUPE 2450 bursary. Tully Cox, the CUPE 2450 bursary. Brendan Hascarl, the Skills and Trades bursary. Lillian Holland, the Arrow Lakes Art Council bursary. Rowan Freeman, the Reunion 80 bursary and the Columbia Basin Trust Leadership Award. Oliver Trout, the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 203 Edgewood and the Garth Haggart Memorial Bursary. Eris Reski, the Debbie Jones Memorial Bursary and the Debbie Samuelson Memorial Bursary. Nadine McKenzie, the Arrow Lakes Hospital Foundation Bursary, the Royal Canadian Legion Poppy Bursary, the Arrow Lakes Healthcare Association Bursary, the School District Authority Ward, and the Rotary Club of Nakusp. Braden Alstad, the Save on Foods Bursary, the Logging Bursary, the Skills and Trades Bursary, the CUPE Bursary, and the Nakusp Scholarship Society Bursary. Malachi Jetty, the Arrow Lakes Hospital Foundation Bursary, the Columbia Power Bursary, the Class of 1993 Bursary, the Class of 2006 Bursary, and the Dave Grimshire Memorial Bursary. Devin Wright, the Arrow Lakes Historical Harry Murphy Memorial Bursary, the Sarah Stickle Memorial Bursary, the Debbie Jones Memorial Bursary, the Nakusp Scholarship Society Bursary, and the Logging Bursary. Brennan Grunhausen, Royal Canadian Legion Branch 20 Gaming Bursary, the Donna Wong Memorial, the Gord Roberts Memorial, the Vera Johnson Memorial Bursary, and the Skills and Trades Bursary. Annie Shanaweni, the Kootenai Thunder Bursary, the Bill Robison Memorial Award, the Sarah Jackins Memorial Bursary, the Arrow Lakes Teacher Association Scholarship, and the Nakusp Scholarship Society Bursary. Sebastian Crow, the Michael Parker Memorial Bursary, the Hospital Employees Union Bursary, the Skills and Trades Bursary, the Nakusp Scholarship Society Bursary, the NAC for Trade Scholarship, and Bill's Heavy Duty Bursary. Layla Tulak, the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 20 Gaming Bursary, the Class of 2000 Bursary, Kootenai Savings Credit Union Scholarship, the Clark Kessler Memorial Bursary, the Logging Bursary, and the NCUSP Scholarship Society Bursary. Caden Hopp, the Michael Parker Memorial Bursary, the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 203, Edgewood Bursary, the Renewable Resources Bursary, the Needles Reunion Bursary, the Skills and Trades Bursary, NAC 4 Trades Bursary, and the NCUSP Scholarship Society Bursary. Hannah Mackenzie, the Arrow Lakes Hospital Foundation Bursary, the Royal Canadian Legion Poppy Bursary, the Class of 2001 Bursary, the Arrow Lakes Health Care Association Bursary, the Janice Berge Memorial Bursary, the Canadian Mountain Holidays Bursary, the Class of 1994 Bursary, the School District Authority Award, and the Rotary Club of NCUSP Bursary. Jaya Hughes has 12 awards, so bear with me. The Arrow Lakes Hospital Foundation Bursary, the Royal Canadian Legion Gaming Bursary, the Green Door Bursary, the Trinity McWare Memorial Bursary, the Arrow Lakes Healthcare Association Bursary, the Class of 1997 Bursary, the Columbia Basin Trust Leadership Award, the Class of 2003, the Ron Aldridge Memorial Citizenship Award, the Betty Walton Memorial Award, the CUPE Bursary, the School District Authority Award, and a McGill Entrance Bursary. I don't have this.
It's very thick.
I also have one more that's not on this list. I don't have this list.
We're going to wing it.
We're going to wing it. Jordan Massey also has many bursaries. Jordan Massey, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, dear. I don't have that one. All right. Thanks, Jordan. Sorry, man. We now welcome Nicole Corson from the West Kootenay Métis Society for some presentations for our Métis students. Please come up, Nicole.
Oh, no.
All right, you want to bring it down?
No, this is great.
Your neck is lovely.
Thank you. Tanshe, Tanshkia, Nicole Corson, Dishinikashan. My name is Nicole Corson. I am here representing the West Kootenay Métis Society, and we have a number of graduates in this class that are Métis, and it is important to our community when we get the opportunity to come and celebrate these Indigenous students that have learned about in the CUSP in particular, I've been really thrilled to hear how much they've learned about their land, their fishing, their camping, their going out and being a part of this beautiful territory where we are all guests of these Sinixt people, uninvited guests. So we want to be extra grateful to our Sinixt community for that. So in Métis culture, one of our ceremonies is providing a sash to students, to elders, to people of recognition. The Métis sash has been in our culture since Europeans came to Turtle Island. We started weaving them in the mid-1700s. And so we like to gift one to graduates. We want to make sure that you go into adulthood with some support and some idea that your Métis culture and community is always with you and always behind you. So I would like to call up Jordan Massey first. Would you like to be sashed, or would you like to just take it in your hand? Yes, please.
How do I do this?
Turn around. Thank you. I'm going to reach around you. And back to the front. Okay, congratulations. Next, I would like to call Judah Muir, please. Same thing, would you like to be sash? Thank you. Oh my God, you kids are tall. Thank you, congratulations. And last but not least, Dakota Aiello, please. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And let's hear it one more time for our Métis grads.
Merci, Nicole. I would now like to call up District Elder Michael Garvey and Marnie Lindgren to recognize our Indigenous students on behalf of the district. I would like to call Sebastian Crow and Quinn McCormick to join these three students, please.
Today, we honor your crossing from one circle to the next. In the circle of life, we travel many paths, each one shaping us in new ways. You have now completed a sacred circle, your time in school, and stand at the threshold of another. Like the salmon, returning to its source, you have shown perseverance, determination, and resilience. You faced challenges, made sacrifices, and stayed true to your course. The salmon teaches us that struggle can lead to renewal. From your journey, new life, knowledge, and purpose are born. Salmon is a sacred gift, central to the survival and strength of many nations. So too, your experiences have nourished your spirit, mind, and body, preparing you for the future. You carry with you teaching that will sustain you in times of plenty and times of hardship. We also recognize your parents, caregivers, and teachers, those who walk beside you as guardians of your environment, like the many nations who cared for the salmon and the rivers. They have offered you not just information, but wisdom, encouragement, and care. They have helped prepare the waters for you to swim upstream, feeding you growth and guiding your path. As you begin the next circle, you may go forward with strength of the salmon, the wisdom of your teachers, and the love of your family, and the knowledge that you are part of something greater, a web of life, of land, of ancestors, and future generations. You are ready to swim, strong, and may your next circle be full of meaning, purpose, intention, and joy. They will be given a salmon medallion, and it's made with a beautiful beaded necklace from Aubrey and Marnie.
And now I'll make amends for Jordan Massey's scholarships. The Royal Canadian Legion Gaming Bursary, the CIBC Robin Pazurik Memorial Bursary, the Trinity McQuare Memorial Bursary, the Erling Johnson Memorial Bursary, the Jason Ambrook Memorial Bursary, the Class of 1995 Sports Bursary, the Nakusp Chamber of Commerce Bursary, and the Nakusp Scholarship Society Bursary. Sorry, Jordan. All right. I now invite the GRAD's selected representative, Hannah McKenzie, for her valedictorian address.
Good evening, fellow graduates, teachers, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another. From our earliest days, running through the hallways, tying our hoodies onto the gliders, fighting to claim the back of the bus, we have grown, learned, and explored together. Our class, like many before us, has built a profound connection to the land. Each of us holds cherished memories of days spent outside, no matter the weather, immersed in the mountains, lakes, and forests that surround us. Whether we arrived here years ago or our first memories were shaped beneath these trees, we will always remember the adventures we shared in the wilderness. High school brought new experiences that shaped us further. Memorable trips beyond the classroom, like the boat show in Vancouver with Mr. Boswell, exhilarating ski days on the whitewater slopes, and awe-inspiring performances at Cirque du Soleil with Mr. Gaida and Miss Still. And within the walls of the school, we found joy and challenges alike. Whether hustling up the climbing wall, forming close friendships, or competing for a spot at the front of the lunch line. Side by side, we have watched each other grow, not just in knowledge, but in resilience, confidence, and strength. It's easy to take for granted the privilege of growing up together, but the truth is that out of all the people who will ever walk this earth, we have had the rare experience of doing so with these exact individuals. That is so unique. As I reflect on our time at Nakusp Secondary School, I am reminded of a powerful quote: "Stories are all that we are." Each of us carries a story, woven with late-night study sessions, laughter-filled friendships, hard-earned victories, and moments of struggle that forced us to grow. But we are not just characters in these stories. We are their authors. If there's anything our time together has taught us, it's that stories matter. Not because of how they end, but because of the people and experiences that shaped them. Through challenges, triumphs, and everything in between, we have learned, persevered, and succeeded together. No matter where life takes us, Nakusp will always be a part of our story. As a class, we have overcome countless hardships, from difficult exams and complicated social dynamics to frustrations of all kinds. We faced it together. We lived through a pandemic, masked through our entire 8th year. Navigating the challenge of integrating into high school without an orientation or much of a graduation from elementary, we've had teachers and staff have come and gone, each leaving an indelible mark on us, just as we have left our impacts on them. We have mattered to others, and others have mattered to us. Now, as we step beyond these halls, we take the lessons, the friendships, and the growth with us, ready to make our mark on the world. But before we go, we must acknowledge the people who have supported us along the way. Every single person here has lifted us up when we stumbled, cheered us on, and encouraged us to become the best versions of ourselves. We could never have made it this far alone, and we owe our gratitude to the peers, teachers, and parents who stood by us through it all. As we set out on new paths, be it university, careers, travel, or adventures unknown, let us remember that we hold the pen to our own narratives. Let us be bold, resilient, and compassionate in a world that is always changing. Let us lead lives that inspire, that shape the spaces we step into, that leave a lasting impact as we move forward onto unwritten pages. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Hannah, you knocked that out of the park. So thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate our 2025 graduates. The graduates will now exit the stage and move to the right of the seating area to do the traditional cap toss. Please feel free to take photos with the grads. Scholarship sponsors, please approach me if you'd like to call recipients for photos. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend celebrating safely, please. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2025. Slow down. Slow down. Noah. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the grads of 2025.